Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Cancer, I'm going to do your reading for you this afternoon. I'm using the Everyday Witch Oracle, followed by the Everyday Witch Tarot for you today. If this reading resonates, my darling, it is simply you remembering in divine timing what you already know. I am simply Spirit's messenger. And if it doesn't resonate, my darling, it simply means the message wasn't for you at this time. If it does resonate, I will be so grateful if you would like, comment, share, subscribe. It is just a beautiful exchange of energy. So let's move ahead with the reading. This is for those that most need to hear this message today. Thank you, Spirit, for Cancer. For those that most need to hear the message, I'm going to pull 3 cards from this Oracle deck, and let's see what you have. Thank you. They flipped around, but one didn't come out. Here we go. So we've got affirmation for positive change. We have cleansing body and spirit. And we have fire magic. Beautiful, beautiful cards. So let me just show you all these first of all. Affirmation for positive change. And I'll bring that back up onto the screen in a second. Cleansing body and spirit. And fire magic. So affirmation for positive change. You have gone through or are going through such a transformational change at the moment that it's almost as if people wouldn't recognize you if they saw you. Do you see the sort of different clothes that are hanging here? And what I feel, thank you, Spirit, is that you are ready for something completely different. What is that lovely expression? Now for something completely different. And there is a sense of adventure within you. There is a sense of excitement. You are receiving so many signs at this time showing you that this is okay. This is what you, whatever aspects of fear that you may have, it's sort of being almost squashed by, it's that lovely way of taking fear and making it feeling excited and ready. Whatever emotionally you felt attached to before, that is gone. You've sort of let it go, and it's happened naturally as well. There's a sense of bravery. There's a sense of courage as well. As I said, there's a sense of adventure about where you are now. Something has gone. Something has gone that was a part of you for a very long time. And whatever that attachment was, that energy, it's gone. And you're now looking towards what you can't see, but you can feel it. You're looking to, you have a sense of excitement, and that's what I'm getting. You're ready for the new. You're ready to embrace the new. So this affirmation for positive change, the signs you are receiving at this time are affirmations for the positive change you are making in your life. The signs, the synchronicities. And you know what? When we see signs and we see synchronicities, that is soul-led. That is coming from you in a high vibration. You are causing and creating. And the word positive change, it is because you have you shifted into a higher vibration. And so what has happened for you is that because you have been willing to do this, you've gone through a releasing. We have to release the old to make way for the new. Emotions are that vibrational relationship between where we are now and where we're willing to go. And you are so willing to go there. And so this is what's happening. You're starting to see not just the magic that's happening for you as you embrace this change, and you're embracing the new, and you're embracing all that is unknown. That is an adventure, because that is causing and creating all sorts of possibilities to come into your life. But you're not only seeing the magic and things that you wouldn't expect to see coming into your life, but you're also seeing some big manifestations coming in as well. Really kind of things that you can't ignore. And so it's giving you that sort of stance, that bravery, courage stance that you may not have had before. You've changed your thank you, Spirit. So where you were unaware, you were within you were almost stuck within the personality, the persona that you created for yourself. And all of that, though, has led to you now being aware. And in the awareness, you're embracing that, who you are. You've discovered who you are, my darling, and you discovered things about yourself that you didn't know that you were capable of doing. And then you've got the cleansing body and spirit card here. Now, in all of these wonderful adventures and things that are happening, it is spirits, and many of you are doing this already, but it is a gentle reminder to keep doing it. Everything happens for us in waves in our life. Everything, there's a constant change, constant evolution, constant shifting, constant. It's always forward. And within all of that space, it is important that you continue to have time for yourself, continue to appreciate the quiet times that you are also causing and creating in your life, because your consciousness now, your aware state is, you are aware as causing your reality, not reality affecting your consciousness. So you are causing all of this, and that is beautiful. That is the law of attraction. That is the law of the universe. And in all of this, there is still, as there always is, this journey isn't about gathering, it's about releasing. Continue to do that inner work. Continue to do that cleansing of that body and spirit. The mind, body, and spirit is a beautiful relationship. And if it is one that where you are aware of the synchronicities and the beautiful relationship between all three, you look after all three. This is something that I've been going through with my body's kind of image that I've had for myself. And I'm focusing a lot at this time on that physical aspect, because it is something that I let to one side while I was caught up in the magic and the beauty of my awareness for the universe. So cleansing body and spirit. And within that space, when you feel that you are looking after this vessel, because it is a vessel, it is a vessel for our spiritual being, having a human being experience. But looking after that is very important, giving yourself the rest time, the renewal time, the cleansing time. If you're not doing that, Spirit is saying, focus on that as well. It is just as important to do that, because it gives you that beautiful mindset, that beautiful acceptance about where you are. And energetically, you are allowing, sitting in that space of self-love, and in sitting in that space of self-love and self-care, you are emitting an energy of love, because that's all we are, darling. At the end of the day, we are simply love. We are a vessel of love. We are the same source energy as everything else. That is love. That is the universe. That is God. And when we look after ourselves, then we see a ripple effect, just like she's sort of sitting in the bath here, a ripple effect with the relationships that are mirrored back to us as well. All three, mind, body, spirit, are very, very important. Don't ignore one in favor of another. Okay, that's a message for you there. And then you've got, and it's time, it's okay to not constantly be doing your affirmations. It's okay to just rest. It's okay if you're not feeling it, then there are no right and wrong feelings. Wherever you are right now in your life, and whatever you're feeling, you're meant to feel. Remember, it's all a vibrational relationship with where you are and where you're willing to go. And some things have to go and be released. And so whatever is coming up for you now, respect it. Trust that it's coming up at the right time for you. It's another layer of that onion peeling. But do what you feel is right for you at this time, my darling. And if there is not, if that movement forward isn't moving as fast as you feel it should be, remember that, I've just done a reading on this with the daily mini reads. The universe is your friend. It is your partner in this, and it's working perfectly. And you have to give it a chance. It's the universe saying, give it a chance. And it is amazing where you are right now. And then you've got the fire magic. Now, this is just a confirmation of what I've just said, because here she is. The fire represents wands, it represents energy. Now, she is not rushing around here, and nor is this person on here. She's just observing. She is observing what is coming towards her. And there's a big message there. Thank you, Spirit. She's observing what is coming towards her. And I got something the other day. I am living and breathing the great observance. So it is to watch intensely, an intense observer, just like that stillness in you is always intensely observing you. That is the universe. That is God, whatever you want to call it. So here, she is not doing, she is being, she is focusing her attention on being in that right vibrational space, on the creation of what she is literally holding in her hands. So whether you are, for some of you, you are aware that you have very healing hands, but her intense observation is on that fire, is on that energy. And fire is seen as something that is powerful. It's expressive. It can reduce something to ashes, but out of that comes something else. But fire is wands, and wands is energy, and energy is all we are. And when we are vibrating at that powerful energy of awareness of who we are a part of all that is, and we have the ability within us to cause and create our reality. But it is with the understanding that we allow it. We don't try and interfere in it. We allow a lot of things to happen, and we simply focus our energy on what it is that is our original thought, our original ideas. That's all source energy, on what it is that we desire. I know I talk about this a lot, but it is the key to letting go, to understanding that we don't have to make things happen. Things happen in response to what we are emitting. So there we are, fire magic. There is magic. There is magic in this card with the mermaid. Do you see? Something you're not expecting to see is right there. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards, and don't worry as well about what things may have been put out in your life, have disappeared from your life. That is okay. They are meant to have gone in order for other things to come in for you. It's a constant flow. Affirmation for positive change, please, Spirit. All those two cards were left behind. Thank you. Affirmation for positive change. The Three of Swords. So it is like, where are we? There we go. It is like you have, this is where you have been in a transformational space. This is the Three of Swords. This is that emotional heartache, upset, despair, everything that you know that you have gone through. But you alone, through your will to make a shift, to make a change, have come from here to here, and you're looking forward, not back. This is in the past. That is a closed journal. It's a closed book. It is that chapter of your life. It is done. And it's almost like you completed that chapter. You wrote that chapter yourself. You understand what that chapter means. And now you can embrace the next chapter in your life, because it's only when you understand the last chapter that you can move forward. And it's like you literally closed that chapter and said it is done. And you got out of bed, and here you are. You have removed the persona of who you were. You have shifted so much that you wouldn't even want to step back into that space. However, you've still taken care of this dress. So it is that reminder that you are very grateful to your past self for what it is your past self did and learned. You are very forgiving of your past self because your past self doesn't know what you know now. And you are understanding that if your past self hasn't existed, or those actions, those things hadn't happened, you wouldn't have learned or understood where you are now. So you've put the swords away. You have no need of them anymore. And it is regarding love for me. And where you once felt that things were uprooted and changed, now you understand, you see that there's a storm here, but now it's calm and quiet. And that time is over. So that is absolutely stunning. So this is an affirmation for you, for the positive change that you have willed to happen. This was your choice, and your choice entirely, to affect this change in your life. Beautiful, darling. Then you've got cleansing body and spirit. Thank you. The Ace of Swords. It was time. It was time. And you know that. And this is the universe's yes card as well. This is the stillness that you experience, the peace that you experience, the clarity that you experience, the more and more you are shifting and cleansing yourself. If you are still have an understanding that there are aspects of yourself that are still attached to the past, part of this cleansing routine, this ritual, is to help you with that. Water represents emotions. So when you're sitting in your emotions in a space where you are not adding context of the mind to those emotions, and you're just feeling the physical emotions, then that is with respect to those feelings. It is acknowledging those feelings, and that acknowledgement needs to happen in order to release them. But without providing the context, you can let those things go. And sometimes if you want to, you can put crystals in the bathwater as well, which is a very cleansing thing too for yourself. So with this Ace of Swords, this is, and it's almost like this is lightning here, and you had the storm in the Three of Swords card. As you have done this beautiful inner work you've done on yourself, and you've accepted responsibility for yourself, you haven't expected others to heal you. You've been doing this for yourself. And as you have done this, you understand that you and only you are responsible for your own happiness, and you have been nurturing not only your body, but your mind and soul in doing this as well. So that is wonderful. And it's almost like you're banishing a lot of the repetitive thoughts and the unaware repetitive thoughts that you've been that have been happening within you. But all of those have been necessary in order for you to come to the clarity that you have now. And then I'm seeing here the Judgment card at the bottom of the deck. So this has been a massively pivotal, life-changing moment in your life. You are now drawn to the unknown. You're embracing it. You're singing your own song. And whoever's meant to be in your life will follow that call. And whoever's not is going to fall away. And then you've got the fire magic. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. What do you have to say about fire magic? Justice, judgment and justice, darling, and the Ace of Swords. If you have a question that you have come to this reading for, the answer is yes. You will have success. It will be in your favor. When you get all three of those cards together, that is beautiful. My eyes are also drawn to the 11. So if you are seeing the 11 number, trust that that is a message for you. Every time you receive a message, my darling, through all sorts of different beautiful ways that the universe talks to us, that we are aware of, trust that that is the universe. It is your soul causing and creating there. And so the Justice card is about decisions that you're making continue to make those decisions from the right energy space. Continue to make, when I say decisions, I mean also choices, that the choices you're making in your life now, you're making from that, very much from an awareness that actually you're not alone, that you are connected. And that you are becoming more and more spiritual. So the choices that you are making, that we make all the time, and every second we have a thought or a feeling about something, we're making either a subconscious choice, an unaware choice from the ego pain body, or we're making a choice with an awareness. And you know what I mean by that. So those choices that you're making at the moment, let them be with an awareness. And if you are observing things and still getting triggered by the pain body, the ego state, because the ego and the awareness can't coexist, but if you're still finding you're getting triggered, even the fact that you're observing that is well done, because it is in the observance of it that you are responding to it rather than reacting to it. So with this Justice card, this is a reminder for you again that sometimes what we see is not necessarily what it is. It's about seeing through it. It's about reading the energy of it. It's about feeling our way around it, around things, and asking the question, why has this happened for me, not to me? What is this experience looking to show me? And where you are now, I come back to saying your consciousness is creating your reality. Your awareness is, not the other way around. Absolutely stunning, my darling. I'm going to finish for you with a spirit animal oracle. Thank you. You're very tapped in with your crown chakra at the moment. Be aware of that. And also be aware of not involving yourself at the moment with other people's, too much with other people's problems and issues, unless you are doing it, from a living and breathing the great observance. Thank you, Spirit. Of course, you're going to get the owl. Of course, you're going to get the owl, my darling. So that is the owl that has the peripheral vision, being able to see all sides of it and not doing anything unless you completely understand and you're feeling the situation and you feel inspired to make a choice from this place. That is beautiful. And the owl says here, choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. And this is referring, I feel, again to these two cats there on the scales. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. And this goes back to the mermaid there as well. So this cleansing card in the middle is very important for you at this time. And it is about continuing to do the work to let the past go, to understand that the past, when we bring the past into the present, all we're doing is causing discord in the present. And what we think, say, and do now in the present, we're placing in our future, letting it go with the understanding that it happened for us in order for us to maybe become into awareness, or just simply to release things that were causing us to feel in a certain way that wasn't healthy for us. So there we are, your owl magic. And also with the owl is an intense observer. So be that observer of your life, almost watching yourself, and just step into that space, because you can be completely observant and detached from your life, but still love completely and utterly. So it is about not becoming attached to any outcomes in this situation, but knowing that sometimes we don't know the outcomes, because if we were meant to know the outcome, one, it wouldn't be a surprise and delight, and two, we would get attached to it. So sometimes the great wisdom is in accepting there are no answers sometimes, and we are simply asked to embrace the unknown, which allows for the extraordinary, limitless possibilities and opportunities and adventures coming into our life. So there we are, my darling Cancers. I hope that helped those that this reading has resonated with. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for my next daily read. Otherwise, I shall be doing your reading within the next couple of weeks. So much love to you. Lots of love. Bye-bye.